Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's David, aka d4vd. Shout out Sidedoor Magazine for the awesome interview. I'll see you guys soon. I didn't like romantic homicide when I made it. The Killer Royce sent me, I was gonna be a professional Fortnite player 2 years ago. I don't even know how much I'm allowed to say, but I don't think people even notice yet, but.
The cameras, that's exclusive. We
don't
need to know about that one. What's going on? Welcome to another Sidedoor exclusive. I'm Jordan Astra, here with an incredible talent, meteoric to say the least, I would say. Please welcome David.
Hello.
D4.
D4.
How are things?
I'm good. How are you?
So you just you flew into Toronto?
Literally yesterday, yeah.
And you were at Velvet Underground last night?
I was.
Got there last minute, but you made it for sound check.
I did.
Nice.
I made it just in time for sound check for the show. And then I had like, 4 hours to eat something, and I ate the best burger I've ever had. Almost threw up on stage, I'm not gonna lie to you. I ate it way too quick.
Was it?
I survived.
Nerves? Was it just the stress of the situation?
I think it was, me trying to go like 150,000% on a burger without letting it digest first. But it was so fire though, so I have no complaints.
No projectile vomit, we're good.
Nah, we're good, we're good.
Tell me it was all in your head.
This is the first year that you're actually doing live shows.
Yeah, ever.
Ever.
Mm-hmm.
What's amazing is that a lot of time that we know for artists, it's usually working all these shows, doing as many shows as you possibly can, just to get some notoriety. But in fact, you're coming from an online presence first.
To the IRL, yeah, it's kind of backwards.
Let's get the record straight, because I think for some of the Sidedoor family, we may not know your story yet. Take us through, in your words, your journey so far. Where do we start, and how are we here right now? Yeah,
so it started in December 2021. I made my first song called Runaway, which is still up to this day. And the backstory on how I came to even making music in the first place was posting Fortnite videos on YouTube and then getting copyright strikes. So I put my Fortnite monsters up, hoping to get discovered by the biggest gaming teams. I wanted to be a professional Fortnite player. And my videos always get copyright strike because the music I was using like SZA and like Justin Bieber, because like the music that you would use to get views was very mainstream, like pop and stuff like that, to feed the algorithm so you get more views. So it's kind of like I'm trying to upgrade my setup, trying to get better computer, better controllers, better keyboards. I can't get any of it because I'm not making money off YouTube anymore. So I told my mom about it, and she was like, "How about you just make your own music?" And I was like, "Man, I could probably do that." So the next day I searched up how to make music on iPhone, and this app called BandLab came up, and I was like, "Yo, I got a pair of Apple headphones. I got an iPhone. I don't need a studio or like some kind of room or something like that, right?" So I scoured the house for a day, looking for the best like acoustics. Tried the kitchen, tragic. It was so bad. I tried my room, tragic. I had no walk-in closet, so my closet's not an option. So my sister's the only one with a walk-in closet upstairs. So I put up robes and like anything I could with fur on it to insulate the sound. And it worked out perfectly. Like, okay, this is like a nice setup. So I recorded my first song, and I hated my voice so much that I pitched it down.
Wow.
And that's where my love for altering sounds and getting in my engineering bag really came from. It was just because I hated the way my voice sounded on Runaway. And now I have a habit of like pitching things up and pitching certain syllables down and stuff like that, and just messing around with it and having it be just very experimental.
What's your take on the sped up stuff?
Honestly, I do it myself. It was a weird approach that I took to it by doing it first before teasing the actual track. So I'd literally promote the song as a sped up, and then do the bait and switch and have my actual recorded version be the one that came out. But I think it's getting a little oversaturated now. We have people dropping 5 versions of the same song.
Yeah, it's a wave, right? It's definitely a wave.
I guess, but it's like, yeah, I don't know.
I'm surprised more people aren't like sampling it like Kanye right now.
Nah, word. Somebody sampled Worthless, and the Killer Royce sent me a beat that had Worthless sampled on it. Like, it's like this trap beat with Worthless. I want to do the thing of sampling my own song and then rapping over it. I really do.
Cut the cameras, that's exclusive. We
We
don't need to know about that.
That'd be so fire, bro.
Yeah, why not?
I'm gonna do it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what's that transition like now?
February 17th, I played my first show ever in Houston.
How was the crowd?
My first show ever. I don't think they felt the vibes that much. I mean, I hope they did, but Romantic Homicide was the one, bro. You could hear it bouncing off the walls, like it was that crazy. Yeah.
Where did you set it in the set list?
The last song, the last song.
So you just had
it
the
the
whole
they
time.
were waiting on it the whole time, and then boom. Ding, 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 and then boom, the guitars hit, everybody's screaming.
Lights
bro.
up.
Yo, flashlights up, everything.
So a pretty surreal experience.
Oh yeah, bro, I got all these videos of people just going nuts, so it's
That's
crazy.
right, yeah.
I didn't like Romantic Homicide when I made it, but I had no other music to put out, so I put the snippet on TikTok, and I see that other people liked it, so maybe I was second guessing myself. But I'm very hypercritical about everything I make, so when people like it, you know, I try to feed off of what the feedback is. I mean, it's pretty insane to see the people that listen to your music, you know, by themselves and to see them react to it in real time. It's like they're performing to you, in a sense. So it's really cool to hear them know the lyrics and things like that without being, oh, who is this guy on stage? And then you realize, oh, that's who he is. So they already know you beforehand, which is cool.
That makes me tired. But it's good though.
Is music something that is, thanks to your mom, you're almost stumbling into just to satisfy getting your YouTube videos out?
I mean, my mom forced me to play piano when I was like 5 years old. I was in church choir when I was 7. I played piano again when I was 13 and gave up on it again. I was a very good music listener. Like I was able to pick up notes very quickly. I don't even know the names of the vocal techniques I use. I just learned them by listening to other people and trying to like mimic it. But I guess I have like a musical ear, so it's kind of innate.
Yeah, it sounds like the early career of just being influenced to music, especially in church, like you're subconsciously, I guess, diving into it, right?
Bro, and the people that I was next to in that choir, bro, they sung so much better than me. Like,
it's half the battle, right? Because it just helps you push.
yeah, right. I'm just like, I aspired to be like my choir members. Like, yo, how do I do those vocal runs? Like, can you teach me to do this, that, and the third? All the music that I was listening to before I was 13 years old was purely gospel and classical music. And I heard the first song outside of that realm in 6th grade on the bus. Somebody was playing Gucci Gang by Lil Pump. And it's like Skittles to M&Ms. They look the same on the outside, but you bite into it and you figure out this is chocolate and it's not the way you envisioned it.
I feel like I was on that Skittles M&M journey with this album. You kind of, you think that you're going one direction with it, and then all of a sudden we're finishing off. And it helps with tell a story. Would you find yourself being more of an artist first or a writer first?
I think writer first. I enjoy writing more than I like making music. I do write poetry. I've been writing poetry since I was in 3rd grade, and 5th grade, I should say, 5th grade. And I never like to write things beforehand when I'm making music. It's always in the moment when I hear the instrumental.
Jay-Z, Travis Scott,
The best things
David.
happen in the moment, bro. Come
Wow.
on. Yeah. I like to break the fourth wall sometimes when I do write. Just because when you write, whoever's reading that reads it in their voice, you can take whatever you need from it and have your own interpretations of what I said.
It can be sung in any voice, but this one is...
It's mine, exactly.
So take us through, what's that spectrum of verbalization in your own words?
Yeah, it's interesting, especially being a writer first and then having nothing to write about, you know, from other people's eyes. Being homeschooled for 4 years straight, it's like you're at home, what are you writing about? I feel like my first 7 songs that I made in 2022 were kind of like building characters, putting a whole universe around these characters, having them live in that universe, and then have them tell a story. So it's kind of like different versions of myself telling these stories, and then I'm even using that in a literal sense too, with the 4 in my name, trying to craft these different characters that can live in the same universe, put in my music videos, different mediums of like entertainment, stuff like that, and just building off of it like that was gonna be crazy.
So world building, character building, branding, all coming together.
Exactly.
And we're really seeing, you know, multi-dimensional ideas of what you're trying to bring out as well.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't think that I was ready for love till I fell in it. Dark hair, brown skin,
I feel like we're really getting a huge, mature sound from you already. What was the process like for you constructing the project and placing songs where they needed to be?
It was so interesting. It's like you buy a 500-piece puzzle from Walmart or something like that. What do you guys have here in Canada?
Walmart, yeah.
Yeah, Walmart, yeah.
Yeah.
Boom. So you buy a 500-piece puzzle from Canada, from Walmart in Canada. And
or
then,
Canadian Tire. Shouts Canadian Tire.
And then you lay out all the pieces on the floor, and you got to try to figure out what fits. And I think the theme I wanted for the project was I wanted the love songs to be first and the heartbreak to be second, so you transition through the relationship. I feel like Romantic Homicide is a perfect song to tell that story of losing something and not grieving, not mourning over it. And I feel like the entire project, especially at the bridge, is like the next step. There's a constant theme throughout the entire thing, but when you get to the bridge, it's like he just threw everything away. So it was like finding those songs that really told the story inadvertently. So I don't try to go out and be like, okay, now I gotta make a project, I gotta make this song first and that song. I was like, what fits? And I knew I wanted Romantic Homicide and Hero with Me to be on it, so it's what fits around that world, but also sounds different. So I set out on a mission to try to find the missing pieces. I found 4 of those, and then I made Worthless and Sleep Well in the Same Night. I sent Sleep Well to everybody I knew because I was like, yo, this was the fire. And then I accidentally sent Worthless to head of my label, Justin. And he was like, oh, this song's fire. I was like, bro, I did not mean to sing that. I tried to let him sleep well. And it ended up being on the project. So I didn't even want that song on the project, but it was kind of cool to see that.
Shout out to Justin.
Shout out Justin,
and thank
bro.
you for that, man.
But yeah, it was like having Sleep Well be first as like, do you think about me every night? And then going through the themes and realizing that I'm talking about dreams an awful lot, talking about things not being real an awful lot. I don't think people even notice yet, but I dropped Placebo Effect as the first song of the roll-up for the EP, and I left it off the EP as if it was a placebo effect in itself, that I was gonna be on the EP, but you know, missed joke.
Now there's layers to this.
But yeah,
This is
exactly.
what this is about, right?
Exactly.
don't have to break it up, but you got my back up against the wall. I can take it back.
What's your favorite songs on the project?
Favorite songs on the project, This Is How It Feels with Laufey and Backstreet Girl.
Laufey is the only one that is actually a feature on it.
Yeah. I use Apple headphones to record everything. I record everything on my phone. So it's the only track on the EP that wasn't made on my phone. But it was very special to be in the room with the artist while doing it. So I didn't want to have that, send your verse in, please. I made it right there.
Together,
Mm-hmm.
start to finish.
Exactly. I mean, it wasn't like, oh, well, I don't want to get bodied on my own song. So, nah, it's like it's a collaboration at the end of the day. I don't see it as a feature. I think of it as like, we both made that song. So.
Yeah, much more of a collaboration rather than just someone jumping on.
Exactly.
Are we seeing a part 2 to Petals to Thorns? Are we seeing this as a trilogy?
How much am I allowed to say? I don't even know how much I'm allowed to say, but there is something else coming. Yes, sir.
Well, you can tell us something.
Very soon. Yeah, actually, no. I told the show last night. Yeah, 4 more songs coming.
Amazing.
I'm gonna finish the story. It's gonna be completed. Hopefully, it feels like the turning of a page in a book.
Okay, so we're still talking one book. This might be turning the page of a chapter, but
Exactly.
we're still in the same book.
We're still in the same book for now. The next book is, it's on the way, but we're still in the same book.
Let's talk about the fashion.
Indeed.
Kind of a new avenue.
Yeah.
We have a new merch line essentially as well. Tell me the inspiration. What's the idea? What's the concept?
Yeah, so basically I try to incorporate the 4 into everything. And especially with Itami too. Itami's style is going to evolve as much as mine does too. This is a Toronto exclusive. He will be getting like new styles. I'm trying to think of it as I'm in a video game and it's character customization to see which characters you gravitate to and which characters you resonate with the most. And then you could, dress up like that character as if it was a video game. So we got the bloody shirt with the blindfold right now for Itami. That's going to change ever so slightly. I'm going to keep the same elements to it. I'm trying to match everything with the music. I want the music to be focused and be like the foundation of everything. And when something's changing, you're getting music. Or the music's changing, you're getting something else. So everything will coincide with each other.
Super cohesive.
Yeah, I think this year I want everything to be a little less random. Last year was super random. But yeah, I want to be very, very, very intentional with everything I do this year for sure.
But I mean, it's early days still.
It is.
It's crazy, but it's still early days for you. So I mean, the journey is.
Yeah, I'm at the starting line. I haven't even started running yet. Yeah, I think it's like building the track. Right now I'm building the track. Team's building the track. And then once they shoot that gun in the sky, we're gonna start running on it. So right now I'm just still building that track. Yeah.
So where do you want to take things from here?
Honestly, I mean, wherever they go. I mean, it's like carrying marbles. Some slip through your fingers, you carry the rest of them it's just like wherever it goes. Cause I was gonna be a professional Fortnite player 2 years ago. And now I'm doing music, so who even knows? But hopefully I can just make the best music possible and we'll go from there.
It's been an incredible journey so far. We're at the start of the race right now.
Yeah.
Momentum is on another level right now. Who do you want to thank?
God, my parents, thank the label, the team, management. Shout out Josh Marshall, shout out Justin, shout out Oliver back there. Shout out Lane. Shout out Miss Michelle, shout out Shannon. Shout out the whole team. Shout out Interscope, shout out John Janik, man. And yeah.
I want to appreciate you. Thank you for coming in and taking the time to see us.
Of course, man, it's an honor. Thank you so much.